Welcome to Matrika News. This is Anika Siraj. First, the headlines. Bangladesh has signed a $4.5 billion loan deal with India to advance infrastructure projects. Biometric registration for Rohingya refugees is underway to help coordinate relief and aid disembarkment. Catalonia will declare independence from Spain in a matter of days. Those were the headlines, now the details. Bangladesh has signed a $4.5 billion loan deal with India in the third line of credit, or LOC agreement. The funds will be used for 17 priority infrastructure projects, which include power, electricity, railroads, shipping, and ports. The deal was signed between the Economic Relations Division of Bangladesh Government and Export-Import Bank of India. The agreement was signed in the presence of visiting Indian Finance Minister Arun Jaitley and Finance Minister A.M.A. Mohit at the Secretariat on Wednesday, following a meeting. As the previous LOC agreements, Bangladesh will pay an interest rate of 1% a year. It will have 20 years to pay back the loans with a grace period of 5 years. Finance Minister A.M.A. Mohit laid emphasis on effective and speedy utilization of credit lines in order to boost economic progress. Speaking to reporters, Indian Finance Minister Arun Jaitley said India have stood by Bangladesh's attempt to develop and it will continue to do so in the future. This significant agreement is a continuation of that effort.
Credit must be utilized to a substantial extent through procurement in India. In any aid program, the initial teething troubles are really great. In the selection of projects, you do something, then you change. And it was much easier this time to identify the projects.
This 4.5 billion credit, in fact, is the largest ever credit that India has ever given to any country. And therefore, the fact that such large amounts of credit at extremely favorable terms are being given, I am sure this will add and assist to the infrastructure programs in Bangladesh.
Biometric registration of Rohingya refugees is underway in various camps in Cox's Bazar and Bandarban. As per the government of Bangladesh, till now around 61,000 have been registered among newly entered more than 500,000 of Rohingyas. Bangladesh Border Guard are supervising this enrollment campaign at camps in temporary safe zone. Meanwhile, the Rohingyas are being transferred to the Kutupalong permanent asylum camp. Cox's Bazar from Bandarban, Naikhonchori temporary safe houses. Yesterday, 50 Rohingya families were taken to Kutupalong. Meanwhile, government authorities in refugee camps have introduced new biometric identity cards for Rohingya children entering the country to facilitate the distribution of aid and relief materials. The special ID cards each have a photo on the front and contain information including a child's parent's name, their address back in Myanmar, and their arrival date in Bangladesh, said officials with passport and immigration authorities. Reports say the refugee children are worn around the child's neck and are similar to the ones being distributed to adults. There are an estimated 800,000 Rohingya sheltering in Bangladesh after fleeing violence and persecution in Myanmar, more than 500,000 of whom have arrived since August to join 300,000 Rohingyas who were already in the country. The Attorney General of Bangladesh, Mahbube Alam, said on Wednesday that Chief Justice Surendra Kumar Sinha's month-long leave of absence would not affect the normal activities of the country's apex court. He further alleged that the Supreme Court Bar Association was unnecessarily politicizing the matter. In response, Advocate Zainul Abidin, president of the Bar Association, said it was not about politics. They were trying to unveil the truth of matter regarding Chief Justice Sinha.
কোনো রকম এটার প্রভাব পড়বে না। তার কারণ হলো এটা একটা স্বাভাবিক নিয়ম। কোনো বিচারপতি যদি ছুটিতে যেতে চান তো উনি ছুটি নেবেন, এটা নিয়ে রাজনীতি করার তো কিছু নেই। এবং যারা রাজনীতি করছে, আমি আগেও বলেছি, উদ্দেশ্য প্রণোদিতভাবে করছেন। এবং আমাদের বার অ্যাসোসিয়েশন যেহেতু একটি রাজনৈতিক দলের এখন কবজা হয়ে গেছে, তারা সেই দলের নানা রকম কার্যক্রমটাই চালিয়ে যাচ্ছেন।
প্রধান বিচারপতি আমাদের কাছে বলে গেলেই পারতেন যে আমি ক্যান্সারের পেশেন্ট, আমি চিকিৎসার জন্য চলে যাচ্ছি। যিনি জ্যেষ্ঠ বিচারপতি তিনি আমার বিষয়ে 97 অনুসারে তিনি দায়িত্ব পালন করবে, আপনারা তাদের সাথে মিট করেন।
Meanwhile, BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir said that Chief Justice S.K. Sinha was not ill. Rather, the government has forced him to take leave of absence on medical ground. The BNP spokesman made the accusation during a press briefing held at the party's Neapolitan office this morning.
আজকে সমগ্র জাতির কাছে এটা অত্যন্ত স্পষ্ট যে যেহেতু তাদের ষোড়শ সংবিধানের রায় বাতিল করার ব্যাপারে তারা একমত হননি, অত্যন্ত আপত্তি জানিয়েছেন এবং তীব্র ভাষায় তার বিরুদ্ধে সমালোচনা করেছেন। সুতরাং তারা তাকে জোর করে তাকে ছুটি নিতে বাধ্য করছে বলেই আমরা আশঙ্কা করছি। সর্বোচ্চ আদালতের সর্বোচ্চ বিচারপতির সাথে এমন আচরণ করা থেকে প্রমাণিত হয় যে এই সরকার অস্তিত্ব সংকটের ভীতিতে বেসামাল হয়ে পড়েছে।
Now international news. Catalonia will declare independence from Spain in a matter of days, the leader of the autonomous region has told the media. In his first interview since Sunday's referendum, Carlos said his government would act at the end of this week or the beginning of next. Catalonia leader said there was currently no contact between the government in Madrid and his devolved administration. He disagreed with the European Commission statement on Monday that events in Catalonia were an internal issue for Spain. Meanwhile, King Philippe of Spain accused the Catalan authorities of attempting to break the unity of Spain and warned that their push for independence could risk the country's social and economic stability. Hundreds of thousands of people across Catalonia have been protesting over Spanish police violence during the vote, during which nearly 900 people were hurt. U.S. Defense Secretary James Mattis has backed the nuclear deal with Iran, saying it is in the interest of national security to maintain it, and potentially making it harder for the president to withdraw from the deal. James Mattis testifies in the Senate Armed Services Committee in Washington on Tuesday. The timing and the nature of Mattis's remarks are particularly significant because Trump has threatened to withhold certification of the 2015 international agreement in a report to Congress due to 15th October.
Thanking both of you for your attention. If we can determine that this is in our best interest, then clearly we should stay with it. I believe at this point in time, absent indications to the contrary, it is something the president should consider staying with.
Before ending the news, the headlines once again. Bangladesh has signed a $4.5 billion loan deal with India to advance infrastructure projects. Biometric registration for Rohingya refugees is underway to help coordinate relief and aid disembarkment. Catalonia will declare independence from Spain in a matter of days, the leader of the autonomous region. That's all from me. Our next bulletin will be in Bangla at 5 p.m. Keep watching Machanga Television.